Hello, welcome to Atlanta News First Plus. My name is Natasha. I will be your host. Today we are speaking to the beautiful Jaivyn Beauford. She is a contestant representing Georgia for Miss Teen HBCU Pageant. Hi, Jaivyn.
Hi,
How are you, Jaivyn?
I'm doing great. How are you?
You're so pretty.
Thank you. You are too.
So today we're going to talk to you because we want to represent you and we want a round of applause because from what I understand, you had to go through a lot to get to where you are in this pageant. Tell me, Jaivyn, what was your motivation to get into the HBCU pageant?
So, funny story, I really wanted to do a debutante, but because of my dance schedule, I could not fit in my commitment wasn't really to that. And I didn't have time to go to the practices. I just did not have time. So, my school, Sadie Creek, my school's counselor, she had a list of things where you can get scholarships from, and that was one of the choices. And I was like, that would be really good. And I did my research, and the mission really represents who I am. And that's really what motivated me to really get into the pageant. I am not a pageant girl. This is my first pageant, so very exciting experience.
Yeah, I know that was gonna be my next question. You already answered it. I was gonna say, have you been in any pageant? So you said this is your very first
My
pageant.
very first, yes.
And how's this experience been so far going through the pageant process? Like when you applied, was it a lot of that you had to do? Like what was the process to get into the pageant?
I for sure had to apply, and I had an interview like this.
Mhm.
I had an interview like this, and I found out 2 weeks after the interview or a week after if I got in, and then I found out maybe a week later what state I was representing.
Okay, okay, and you are in Georgia, right?
Yes, I am a Georgia native, and
Georgia.
I'm representing Georgia. So
Yes. So you're a HBCU representing Georgia. Out of all the Georgia applicants, how many people were you competing against to be a Georgia finalist or contestant?
I think I think it was maybe about four or three Georgia natives,
Mm-hmm.
just about.
Okay, so you beat out everyone. Is there any kind of anything special you had to do? Like I know with some pageants you have to do like a little competition, maybe like something to stand out from anyone else. What did you have to do anything like that to stand out?
Not that I know of. I think they chose it. Probably, I don't know how they decided who was representing who, but it could have been because of my resume. It could have been because of the interview. It could have been anything. So I really don't know.
So academically, it sounds like you, because I know that with the pageant, you're since you're representing them, it's because you want to go through a HBCU. What HBCU are you attending in Georgia?
I won't be going to HBCU in Georgia. I'll
Oh,
be going to. I'm just representing the state.
oh, you're representing the state, but you will
Yes,
go to a HBCU. Which HBCU are you planning to attend?
Johnson C. Smith University.
And what state is that in? For people who
It's
don't
in North
know.
Carolina, in
North
Charlotte.
Carolina. Okay. So you'll be going to North Carolina representing for the HBCUs. And was anyone a motivation for you besides not being able to do the debutante? Was there anybody that was a motivation for you to go out and do this?
Yes, so my mom, she was a pageant girl, like starting at the age of 4, and she was the first Black Little Miss Dogwood. I need to do my research about that, but my mom was the first. And when I started to really look into pageants, and my mom started doing them, that was really motivation for me.
Oh,
And
that's
she went
nice.
to my mom went to HBCU.
So that's cool that you had that motivation and it's a nice little timeline. And I know your mom is extremely excited that you're doing something semi or basically related to what she did growing up to be able to be in a pageant. What is your favorite thing right now? Like once you're in the pageant, what are some of the things that you guys plan to do as representing Georgia?
So the first thing that we do, it's in Bowie, Maryland, and the first thing we do is rehearse. It's rehearse all day, every day. We have to look presentable. I get to meet my SQs, my sister queens, for the first time, so that's very
Yes.
exciting. We do have an opening number as well. We have Q&A questions on stage. We do have an interview. What else do we have? We have our evening gowns as well, so it's a full weekend of events, and I'm very excited about that.
Do you already have your evening gown?
Yes, I do. I do
And
have.
Is it really like, are you gonna show us like not now, but you have to send me
Okay.
like a pictures?
Eventually, yes. Eventually, yes. I
Okay.
will.
Okay. So with the aside from the pageant, and you're going to a HBCU, what are some goals that you have set for yourself going to a HBCU college aside from being in the pageant?
So some of the goals that I have is to really stay who I am and stay true to myself, because I know a lot of people, they tend to lose themselves. And this whole time, as being in high school, I still have maintained being the same Jaivyn, the same academically driven, the same dancer, the same community, interacting with the community, same person. I do want to get extremely involved. I'm involved in the, like I said, the community. I'm involved at school. I'm involved in dance. I'm involved in the church. So I still want to maintain that as well. I may want to do a pageant. No, I do want to do a pageant when I'm at Johnson C. Smith University. So still just growing and learning and having more experiences and still growing and still adding to who Jaivyn is. When
So I know it sounds like dancer is like one thing I keep hearing you say. So is dancing like your love, like the thing that
yes,
you
I've
aside
been
from
doing it.
college?
Yes, I've been doing it for 15 years. This is my 15th year.
Wow. So you've been doing this since you was a baby.
Yes.
So you have to be really awesome at dancing. And do you do a lot of competitions with dance as well? I know you said something with the conflict with schedule.
So my dance studio is actually more of concert dance, which is really being on stage. We do one or two competitions, but we really like to be performing for other people and being on stage. So it's kind of a mix of both.
Okay.
But
Well,
really,
definitely
it's more of a technical studio.
more
More
of a technical. Oh, okay. Now, the only other question I have with the HBCU pageant competition is it's going to be broadcast, right? Isn't it going to be live
Yes,
on TV?
yes, it is. Virtual tickets. I can give you that information, but there are virtual tickets as well.
Okay. So it's virtual tickets and you can come in and you said it's going to be March the 4th. And tell me, so people who want to support you and one of you, tell me where they can watch it and how to get to the links or however to be able to watch the pageant and represent.
Okay, so the best way to watch the pageant online, if you cannot go to Bowie, Maryland, is to go on the Instagram, Miss HBCU Teen, and there should be a link to where the pageant will be and to the website, and all of that information and how to get virtual tickets will be on misshbcuteen.com.
Yes. Now, is there anything that you want to share with anyone that I may have missed as far as being in a pageant or just you as Jaylin? Because I know that you said I am true to myself. I'm going to be me forever. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us that I might have missed?
Yes, I would like to shout out a couple of people. My dance studio, Normus Academy of Dance. They have really been a huge part of my life. These whole 15 years since I was starting at the age of 2. All of my sponsors that have supported me and advocated for me, getting me this far. Thank you for my family, my friends, and remember to do everything in the spirit of excellence. And that's all.
Yay! So you're such a sweet girl. So again, to all my Atlanta News First Plus people, go ahead and make sure you support Jaivyn Beauford. She is Miss HBCU Teen Pageant representing Georgia, and she is definitely going to a HBCU college. And she's be on the lookout for this superstar dancer pageant girl for now. Again, thank you, Jaivyn. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you,
It's okay.
Jaivyn,
Thank you.
for sitting down and speaking with me. And we appreciate you, and we're going to be rooting for you the whole way through.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.